Well, hot dang. We are back with another episode of Fifth Sunday Sing. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing great. How you doing, my friend?
All right. Other than our Christmas show, the Christmas special you put on, I haven't really got a chance to hang out and talk with you much. So it's good to see your beautiful face.
No, likewise, my friend. Yeah, I haven't really done anything since that night.
Nothing wrong with that. We need some time off now and then.
That's right. That's right. Well, I'm glad to get back to it, and thank you as always for all the work you do to host this event and bringing a couple of awesome songwriters along with you this month. So
someday we'll get a real producer and a real studio, and this will be even more fun.
You're kidding.
We just got to find some money.
I just need to fix. I still need to fix my truck.
Hey, check this out. I'm ready to rob a bank if we need to.
I got the mask. We're good. The banditos. All right.
We all have to wear masks nowadays, so we wouldn't even be able to tell the difference. Yeah. Let's introduce our guest real quick before I talk anymore. First up, we got Gus Clark. Gus is here in Texas, in Spring Branch, Texas. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And we have Brian Griffing. Brian Griffing's coming to us from somewhere in central-ish Arkansas.
Perryville, Arkansas.
All right. Awesome. Joe, why don't you blow a kiss to everybody and kick us off with one of your lovely tunes?
I think I'll do that. This is a new one, so I'm going to try not to screw it up. Granddaddy ran powder down the Victor mine, and he worked till the day he died. Never gave much thought to what he'd leave behind, never gave it much thought at all. His boy reached for the bottle too young, married him a woman with a silver tongue. Had 3 babies and I am one, father's only son. I didn't cry on the day he died, but you know that I barely even tried. Some pain you feel, others you hide and save it for another day. If the sins of the father come back to the son, then I'd rather all deal before I even begun. Ain't no use to try to fight it none, pass them on down the line. I'm sorry about the words I spoke when the whiskey doesn't talk, it ain't no joke. My head was ringing when I awoke, but you were already gone. Now I'm sitting here counting these gold stand the wall. Coming after me every time I fall, every time I fall. Well, ain't nobody gonna play the harp when I die, and the world will keep turning and time will roll by. Some other fellow will be working at mine, but it won't be a son of mine. Oh no, I got to go down to J Center where the tall grass grows. See a few friends that I used to know, maybe they'll remember me. Ain't nothing left to take out of these hills but the dirt in my lungs and the pain that fills up my body, through my soul. I better let it go. I guess I'm gonna let it go. I guess I better let it go. I guess I'm gonna let it go. I only messed it up twice. That was pretty good.
Yeah, give it up for Joe Johnson.
New stuff. What are you gonna do? All right.
Thank you for sharing that with us. I dig the new stuff. I'm excited about a new project myself. I'll tell you guys about that a little bit later.
Sweet.
Gus,
Yes.
would you like to share a song with us?
Sure. I'll do a
Before
new
you
one.
do, I got a question for you.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but it's my understanding that you and Brian spent some time in the same city for a number of years.
Yeah, we both grew up in Spokane.
So you did know. Cool. So I hate the city of Spokane, Washington. I'm sorry for anybody out there who loves that place.
And you have good reason to.
Every time I go there, something's bad has happened, and yeah. Anyhow, how did you like Spokane? That's all I really wanted to get to.
Same. Got out as quick as I could. My mom still lives there, so I still go back and see her now and again. But that city just well, that's for another conversation.
I end up going there every 2 to 3 years just to make sure that I still hate it, because I believe, just like a Chinese buffet can be bad and you go back and you try it again, 5 years later. I feel the same exact way about Spokane. So
I miss it sometimes.
It's a town that actively fights culture and live music, which is a shame. But
that is a shame. Gus, give us one of your tunes, brother.
All right, I got a new one here.
Shooting off at the mile, going off half-cocked. Yeah, you just keep eyeing rounds and taking cheap shots. Yeah, you're barking like a big dog in this one-horse town. You think you bring the party, but you bring everybody down. You're just a lonely man, got a lot to prove. You say you got nothing but time left to lose. Yeah, you're coming in hot, shooting straight from the hip. Oh, but then your foot seems to slip right past your lips. By shooting off at the mile, going off half-cocked. You just keep eyeing rounds and taking cheap shots. Yeah, you barking like a big dog in this one-horse town. You think you bring the party, oh, but man, you just bring everybody down. Just a lonely man. You got a 6-pack in the truck. Buddy, I'm not impressed by you pressing your luck. Yeah, you push it too far. They say it's time to go. Now you're standing in the parking lot all alone, staring at your phone, 'cause you was shooting off at the mile, going off half-cocked. You just keep eyeing rounds and taking cheap shots. Yeah, you barking like a big dog in this one-horse town. You think you bring the party, but you bring everybody down. Strutting in like you the big man in your little hometown. But when your friends are laughing, they're only laughing at a clown. Yeah, when your friends are laughing, they're only laughing at a clown.
I dig it, brother.
Thanks, man. I only messed up a little bit too, so we're all right.
I couldn't even tell.
Perfect. That's the good thing about making them up, right? Nobody can tell you did it wrong.
Exactly. That's what I try to work through all the time. I'm like, well, as long as I believe it, then they'll believe it. Next up, we got Brian Griffin. Brian Griffin and I go way back, like, I don't know, what, 2004? 2005, 6? All right, so not as far back as I thought, but...
I mean, that's 14 years, 15 years.
Joe, I'll let you beat whatever you want out of Brian first.
Well, I mean, I got a little bit of the story off camera, but like a quick how you ended up in Arkansas, I think is a kind of an interesting story.
Okay. Well, technically, I live in Asia right now, in Myanmar, formerly known as Burma. And my wife was pregnant, and things were starting to close down due to COVID. And so we tried to make our way to Europe, and we failed and landed in Georgia. My sister recently moved to Arkansas, and so now we live here until we can get our visas and get back over there. But
I think the first question I have really is, did you book your flight to Athens and just pick the wrong Athens?
Yeah, fair enough, right? Well, we flew into the UK, and they weren't happy to see us. So we found out just how quickly you can book a flight on your cell phone, and flew to Newark, and then drove down to Georgia. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, hey, however you ended up here, Arkansas is as fine a place as any to be during a global pandemic, I suppose. So I'm looking forward to hearing some music out of you. Lay it on me.
Well, this song called Roaming, it's about traveling, which we all like to do and we miss doing, so here it goes. I'm not alone on this road on which I travel. I'm not the only one alone among the crowd. Stick a knife in me and find a melody, but blink once and I'm on to the next town. Thank you, Jesus, for the bread you have provided. Blessed Father, for the gas towards the next town. Thanks for the music in my head. Without these songs, I would be dead. Thank you, Jesus, we're the ones who love to roam. Thank you, Jesus, we're the ones who love to roam. We are the men and women with two homes, one with our loved ones, one with wheels and songs and shows. Stick a knife in us, you find a melody, but blink once and I'm on to the next song. But blink twice and I'm on to the next town. Thank you, Jesus, for the bread you have provided. Blessed Father, for the gas towards the next town. Thanks for the music in my head. Without these songs I would be dead. Thank you, Jesus, we're the ones who love to roam. Thank you, Jesus, we're the ones who love to roam. Maybe someday these wheels will stop a-turning. Maybe someday it'll be time to settle down. But until the day I'm dead, there's music in my head. So thank you, Jesus, we're the ones who love to roam. Thank you, Jesus, we're the ones who love to roam. Thank you, Jesus, for the bread you have provided. Blessed Father, for the gas towards the next town. Thanks for the music in my head. Without these songs I would be dead. Thank you, Jesus, we're the ones who love to roam. Thank you, Jesus, for the bread you have provided. Blessed Father, for the gas towards the next town. Thanks for the music in my head. Without these songs I would be dead. Thank you, Jesus, we're the ones who love to roam. Thank you, Jesus, we're the ones who love to roam. Thank you, Jesus. We're the ones who love to roll.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Have you recorded that
great.
song, Brian?
Just did. No, I have not actually. It doesn't fit in with anything that I've been working on lately, so it'll end up on something eventually. Yeah, no, not yet. I remember we recorded that record together, and then we played a show like a week later, and you're like, "Why did you not record that song?"
Yeah, and that was like 7 years ago.
It's a good closer. That's the song that tells me that I'm about to go home, so I like it.
Well,
Oh, cool.
I think since you're up next, B, and I believe that somebody should ask you a question, but I'm going to make it me.
All right.
Okay. So it takes a hell of a man to rock that mustache, and
No, it takes a
I
hell
just
of a
want to know what
walrus.
the inspiration was. If it was like a pro wrestling inspiration, or if it was like a '70s TV show, or maybe Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members.
So I needed to have something to get some attention for this new record we got coming out, and there's a guy in town here in Austin. His name's Charlie. He is a phenomenal piano player, singer, songwriter, and he wears this mustache and long hair all the time. That's all he wears. So I thought I could pull it up. It turns out I have a much fatter chin than Charlie does, so it doesn't look quite the same on me. So I'm gonna go back with a beard because at least it hides my fat chin. So,
Well, I think it's a distinguishing look, and I like it.
it looked really worse than it is right now because all this damn hair is white. I don't know what happened.
I don't either.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm getting older, but not that old. Well, cool. I'm going to share a song next. Thank you guys for hanging out with us here on the Fifth Sunday Sing. Make sure you tell some friends about it and tune in. I have to make sure I got the right screen stuff up here, so hang tight with me, and we're going to get to going. This is a brand new song off of that EP that's coming up for release. I think we're releasing out on the 25th or 26th of February, whatever that Friday is. I should know that.
Crows know your bloodshed, the crows know your lies. Murder will find roots to steer clear of your eyes. Heartbreak violence with no answer why. Crows know the pain that you cause, they bid you goodbye. You sang sweet songs, we all killed to survive. Try to gently remind everything takes sacrifice. We all know bloodshed, we all know you're right. This family will find roots to steer clear of your life. Heartbreak violence with no answer why. We all know the pain that you cause, so we bid you goodbye. Sang sweet songs,
Everything's exactly right. We sang sweet songs, we all killed to survive. We all know the pain that comes, so we bid you goodbye. I bid you goodbye. Thank you guys for listening. You got to remember to unmute yourself, boys.
That was great.
Sounds good.
I'm excited about that new record. I hope it really comes out. Oh, Heather chimed in and said February 26th. So yeah. All right. Joe, let's circle back to you, brother.
You got it.
Hey, check this out. I'm learning how to do this better. This is Joe right here, you guys, just so you know. It takes a lot of effort to point the right direction on these cameras. I want to make that very
It
clear.
really does. It is we've discussed this before. It's extremely difficult.
I don't know what
This
your
should
problem
be
is.
right
I got it
direction.
handled.
Oh boy. Well, I'm glad
All
somebody
right. How silly can we possibly? How silly can 4 grown men be here? I think sillier.
Joe.
This song is actually what?
Oh, I was just going to ask if you have anything new coming out, or if you're holding. I know you've released a couple singles in the last, I don't know, 6-8 months.
Man, I'm always working on something. I am actually going to be releasing a single this weekend. What is this week? Yeah, this weekend, Friday. So I was going to talk about that. Yeah, I don't even know where I'm at. I was going to talk about it later, so I'll play the song here in a little bit, and I'll talk a little bit about this release that I'm going to be doing. It's kind of a fun digital 45, if you will, that I'm going to be doing with Grant Sabin. So,
Awesome.
yeah, so that's a good setup for this
show,
song.
too.
Huh?
We got to get him on the show. I know he
Yeah,
did that
I know.
Christmas special, so maybe later in this year we could have him on the show too. That'd be awesome.
Yep. He will definitely. I think hopefully maybe the next show. Not
Cool.
to give it away, but hopefully that's my guest for the next one. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna play a song that's gonna kind of bum everybody out. That's what I like to do. It's my wheelhouse is bumming folks out. So this one might do that. But this is a song I wrote for a friend of mine. And it's called the song. The song really doesn't have a title. I don't really do great with titling songs, but the working title is called "Damn It, Nick." So anyway, here it goes. It's like this. When the sunrise hits the mountain, paints it orange, green, and red. You wake up early in the morning, you can see it for yourself. It's a thing I take for granted.
It'll happen once again. Like the breath that I'm drawing, like a phone call from a friend. Maybe I'm still a junkie, searching for my next fix. Maybe you've got the answer. Maybe you're full of shit. Maybe time will tell it. That's even something that we've got. I think time is an illusion. But I still punch a clock. Driving through Wyoming underneath the big blue sky. Makes a man feel free and easy like the birds along the wire. The line, the highway, oh, they stretch on and on for miles. And I can't bear their sight. I've always been a gambler. And I've always been broke. Maybe I ain't good for nothing. Except a song or a joke. Oh, but laughing don't come easy. Songs take pain to come about. Ain't nothing new under that old sun. It's painting pictures on the mountain. Driving through Nebraska underneath the stars at night. Makes a man feel smaller than those lights up in that sky. Well, the shadows just grow longer when the fields are sitting high on its heaven to mine.
Joe, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
It-
Thank you.
Is that one out already, or is that coming out still?
I just wrote it
Okay.
a
Yeah.
couple, maybe like less than a month ago.
I mean, I thought the bumming out thing was my gig, but that was unreal amounts of
Thank-
lovely. So I look forward to
Thank
hearing
you.
that one again.
Awesome. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Well, Joe, you got any questions for Brian?
Well, let me think. No, I mean, I kind of shot my wad with the question earlier about how.
Oh,
you
not
ended up
Brian.
in
I'm
Georgia.
sorry, Gus.
Oh, Gus. I
Forgive
do
me.
have a
Good
question
grief.
for Gus.
What'd I do?
All right. Well, I got a question for you. So, when you think about your life as an artist and musician and all around awesome dude, what is your favorite part of that life, and why is it the fact that you live in a trailer?
Well, there's two
Because
different
that's it,
questions.
right? That's the number one thing. I mean, that kicks ass.
I
love
mean,
I love your setup there.
at some point, I think it's just that that no turning back thing. You know, I fell in love with music really young and committed my life to it. And at this point, I'm pretty much only good at woodworking and playing music. And you know, living at the trailer, I've been living in trailers for years, and I still got a trailer up in Washington on my dad's land. And it's just, you know, it's always a struggle in this game and in this industry. And lowering your overhead seemed to be a smart move for me. And, you know, when I was 18, I spent a bunch of time riding freight trains and hitchhiking. And so feeling not attached is something I think I'm still attached to feeling not attached. You know?
That's great. Yeah.
Right.
That's a good place I think, for a songwriter to be, for sure.
I thought you were going to say lowering your expectations, but your overhead makes way more sense.
I
Yeah.
mean, my whole plan is success through lowered standards. That's a way to keep yourself happy. You know, if you can make dumb jokes to yourself, lower your standards a little bit, then you're less likely to be disappointed in yourself and others.
Solid.
Potato caviar.
You got another
lay-
song for us?
Yeah, lay
I
one of them
do.
good tunes on us.
This is one I wrote this I don't know, a while ago, and nice folks out of Wyoming at Western AF. Check out their videos on YouTube if you haven't before. They've done a ton of great artists, but they were kind enough to put out a video of me doing this song, so you can check that out on the Western AF page. But trying to, you know, I tend to write bummer songs too, so I tried to write something that was a little bit happier and just about music making you feel good, you know. Well, it starts with a simple melody. You get a friend to add some harmony. It's just an old song from way in the past. Not too slow, honey, not too fast. You just sing a song, sing with me. It's okay if you're a little off key. If the words are wrong, honey, that's alright. Sing with me, oh yeah, we can sing all night. Just like a choir in church on a Sunday, like a miner back to work on a Monday. Mama singing around our old home. It feels like something that you've always known. So just sing a song, sing with me. It's okay if you're a little off key. If the words are wrong, honey, that's alright. Sing with me, oh yeah, we can sing all night.
It's all we need, honey, you just never knew. So sing with me and you won't feel so blue. You just sing a song, sing with me. It's okay if you're a little off key. If the words are wrong, honey, that's alright. Sing with me, oh yeah, we can sing on. Sing a song, yeah, sing with me. It's okay if you're a little off key. The words are wrong, honey, that's alright. Just sing with me, oh yeah, we can sing all night. I said, baby, we can sing all night. Yes, darling, we're gonna sing it all night.
Thanks, boys. I also just want to say that my mom decided to make sure and stand up for Spokane in the comments.
I wondered who that was. I wasn't gonna call Mom out, but Mom, I'm sorry if that was offensive. Spokane is lovely, I'm sure. Sometimes
I'll stand up for Spokane as well. I lived there on purpose. So the fact that Dwayne hates it is because he's had guitars stolen and other stuff like that.
Hi, Mom. Glad you're out there defending Spokane. Somebody's got to do it. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
I said nothing bad about Spokane. I didn't say anything.
No, this is
So
all.
this is split decision. 2 and 2.
Yeah, it's a split decision.
So Brian, you're up next. I tend to keep up enough with you to know what's going on in your life, and it's more the little things that get me, like the yellow headband that you had on earlier.
What yellow headband?
Yes, exactly. Why no Baby Taylor today? I know you've been a big fan of the Baby Taylors for years.
Well, you say plural. I could only afford one of them, but
I didn't
Baby
say you
Taylor.
had many. I thought you were a fan of Baby Taylors.
Yeah, well, I mean, at one point, I wanted something more portable and small, and I thought it was a fun gimmick, and then I gained some weight, and all of a sudden it was ridiculous. But, I mean, a part of it was when we moved to Asia, I was like, okay, fresh start, do something different, take some different instruments with me to force myself into blah, 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 blah. Turns out I really missed the guitar. And so we were in Bangkok, and I had some money that I'd inherited, and so I decided to buy the guitar that I wouldn't have to replace for the next 20 years. So I don't mean to make you sad, but it's a Japanese-made Takamine, and I really love this thing quite a bit.
It sounds gorgeous on here today. That's a part of why I asked. So it's good stuff. You got another song for us?
I do. This is based on a eulogy that my father wrote for his father, and yeah, here we go. Born in Colorado, in the mountains, in the winter of 1926. Sired by the man who cared more about the horses than his sons and his daughters and their needs. Great Depression does depend on a living of a man. At 16, we're building ships. Take a ride. Down the river. Stay alive. On the other side of heaven lie 3 bodies of water that make a man. Gallatin Valley, count your cost for a living. With 7 kids before they spread around the world. We were counting every crumb until houses were a thing, with our own bank and a tank and a well. Take a ride down the river. Stay alive on the other side of heaven, lie 3 bodies of water that make a man. Dungeness, you found your peace with the fishing and the crabbing, and your wife had your esteem as a game cook. We were all often there, except when conflict was a thing. Sons and daughters won't be raised in their 50s. Take a ride down the river. Stay alive on the other side of heaven, like 3 bodies of water make a man.
I love that.
Man.
I've not got to hear that song yet. Excellent.
Yeah. So yeah, from now on, it's probably all stuff that you haven't heard before. This one is in the can, still doing some ancillary stuff. So I've got a bunch of stuff recorded that I'm going to release in the next 1.5 to 2 years, kind of spread out. Don't know the exact schedule yet, but
Looking
yeah,
forward
recorded
to
that
it.
with my friend Aram up in Vancouver, and so
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. I suppose it's my turn again, huh?
Yeah, play a song.
Well, I'm going to keep playing songs off that new record we got coming out. I'm excited about that. The last 18 months of my life have been a whole bunch of unexpected twists and turns. Everybody keeps talking about 2020, but it started a little bit before that for us with deaths in the family and all kinds of stuff. And we were, in my mind, at the end of 2019, all geared up to take on the world, and I got humbled, to say the least. So that's what this song's about. I'll keep on working. I'll keep on working. Take it one day at a time. Somewhere the sun is bound to shine. I'll keep on working. I'll keep on working. Put my head down with a smile and keep on working. My mama and my daddy taught me right. That don't mean I didn't put up a good fight. Stubbornness has left me with no throne. Not much more than the rags that I have on. So I'll keep on working. I'll keep on working. Put my head down with a smile. Somewhere the sun is bound to shine. Keep on working. I'll keep on working. Take it one day at a time and keep on working. Maybe one day I will wake with clearer sight. But right now I strive to keep this ship upright. It's like I finally get some shiny new shoes. I can't keep them tied, I'm bound to lose. But I'll keep on working, I'll keep on working. Take it one day at a time, somewhere the sun is bound to shine. I'll keep on working, I'll keep on working. Put my head down with a smile and keep on working. Oh,
Yeah.
I really like that song a lot.
it's hard to whistle when you're trying to smile or when you're trying not to smile. And
And your lips get tired.
people ask me all the time, how do you whistle so well? Seriously, drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. It's insane. And I didn't drink a lot of water today. Even though I was in water fly fishing before this show, I didn't drink hardly any water. So, yeah, my whistler feels like it's broke. But, Joe.
Yeah. Nothing in the world scarier than me than trying to whistle in front of people.
I was going to say,
I'd
do
rather
you have any songs with whistling in them?
No, I do. I do, and it never goes well. They also have built-in jokes about how I can't whistle. Yeah, I think I feel more comfortable singing in front of 3,000 people than whistling in front of 3 people. That's a fact.
I feel you. Was it that bad, Joe? Was that out of 3
No,
people?
you were great.
I should feel bad whistle.
You were fantastic. You were just great. Really.
Thanks, Mom.
You should whistle more often.
You'll get better if you do.
More
All right,
whistling,
give us-
less singing.
Give
All
us something else, brother.
You got it, brother. So yeah, I'm gonna do for my last tune here. As Dwayne mentioned earlier, I did release a lot of singles last year, like one for each season, and I was working on one for winter, and I wasn't able to get it done in December, so it's gonna come out here next week or this week on Friday. And it's going to be a digital 45, not a real 45. Maybe one day a real 45 because that'd be great. But it's basically an A side, B side with me doing this song. And then on the B side, it's my friend Grant Sabin also playing the same song. So anyway, I'm going to play it for you now. It's a story song called The Death of Mary and St. Peter. You got to live before you die. You got to live before you die. You got to live before you die. Head on up to your home in the sky. St. Peter was a gambler down in Natchez. Rolled his dice with the lads and the lasses. He drank his liquor from highball glasses. Drank it till the sun come up. Wore a double-breasted tailor-made 3-piece suit. Kept a knife in his pocket, a gun in his boot. But he couldn't get to him when it came time to shoot. The gambler ran clean out of luck. Mary Maggie was a lady of the night. If you need a thing done, boy, she could do it just right. If you have enough money, then she just might love you till the sun come up. Well, Peter couldn't help himself when he saw her.
standing there holding that pink carnation flower. Felt his knees buckle underneath the power of the lady and the way she looked. He had Judas's silver and a gun in his sack, wanted in a crooked game of blackjack. But Judas said at home, and now he's coming back to get what the gambler took. Peter laid the silver at Mary's feet, took off his boots, slid himself in the sheet, said there's knife on the table, man, you should have seen the look in his evil eye. Judas got back, he knew just where to go. Every man in town knew the way to Mary's door. He had a 45 pistol, he ain't leaving before he watched St. Peter die. He put his boot to the door and he kicked her right in. Held a righteous judgment in his right hand. St. Peter never knew it till that bullet hit his skin. The gambler ran clean out of luck. They both went limp, their bodies hit the bed. One single bullet to both of their heads. 1 minute lovers, another minute dead. Then Judas grabbed the sack and he ran. Ooh, Mary Maggie was mourned by the fellas in town. St. Peter was laid in a cold, cold ground. Wasn't nobody miss being around the gambler and his evil ways. Nobody knows what happened to Judas after that. Said he headed west carrying a gun in his sack. I heard he hung himself in a room in the back of a Gin Mill in Santa Fe. Yes, you got to live before you die. You got to live before you die. You got to live before you die. Head on up to your home in the sky. Hey, live before you die. Gonna live before you die. You got to live before you die. Head on up to your home in the sky. Head on up, boy. Oh, for the devil even knows you're gone.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you, man. Wait till you hear Grant Saban do it. He does it better than me, as usual.
Ooh, shots fired.
Shots fired. He's good. He's pretty good.
Are you both doing the same song?
Yeah,
On
he
that-
does his own. He does his own version of that.
Oh,
And it's-
that's even better. Awesome. I missed that part of it.
It's crazy. He made the whole thing on his telephone. Like, I sent him the song just because I was kind of pumped on it, and he made his own version and sent it back to me. And I'm like, damn it, man, that's so good. You know, how am I gonna? So I was like, I'll just embrace it, man. We'll just put them both out.
It's a great
Well-
idea.
Gus,
Let's
before
go.
we have you do your last song, tell us what you got coming up. I know you've been doing a few socially distant shows here in Central Texas. You got any coming up? You got any new projects you're working on?
Yeah, I got the next one for those of y'all in Austin or in the area. I'll be February 4th. I'll be doing a full band gig at Far Out Lounge, which they got an outdoor setup so you can be socially distanced and please wear your mask and be responsible so that we can do stuff like this. and continue to try to adapt and find some level of functionality through all this time.
I'll pause you there. I want to give Far Out a big shout out here in Austin. They've done an excellent job. I mean, that backyard's a couple acres, and they've got tables that are way spread out. They do a really good job when it comes to the social distancing stuff. So I'm thankful for them. They've been putting on some great shows and being smart about it.
Same here, man. And like just the staff there too, like very respectfully, but being diligent about getting on people about the masks. You know, it's like you got to play by the rules. You know, at this point, I think with that whole thing, without getting into it, it's like we don't need to argue about whether or not we should be taking a pop quiz. Just take the quiz so we can all go to recess, man. Like we all just want to go to recess. But yeah, so that's what I got coming up, and then I'm doing down here in Hill Country. I do the last Saturday of every month at the Shade Tree Saloon. Great folks there. It's also they've got a wonderful setup as well, and
awesome.
really respectful, diligent, kind staff. So you know, and a few things in between here and there. You can check my website, Gus Clark Music. I'll be updating that this week with a bunch more gigs, mostly solo stuff right now because that's what feels responsible in the time of pandemic.
I hear you there.
But I sure do miss having a big ass band, and I sure miss my band back in Washington. And I've been fortunate enough to play with some really great players down here as well.
Awesome. Get to that last song, brother.
It's the song about the end of the night, man. It's another new one.
The dance floor's getting slippery. Someone must have spilled their drink. Bathroom toilet's backed up. Somebody threw up in the sink. Bartender's tired, shouting out last call as a sad man up on stage croons out hello walls. Oh, it's closing time at the honky tonk. You got time for just one more. The party is almost over, so start heading towards the door. Yes, you had a few drinks, had a few dances. What more could you want? There's no more show, it's time to go. They're shutting down the honky tonk. Well, the girls are sad and lonely 'cause the boys don't want to dance. They just stand there sipping cold ones. Brother, they don't stand a chance. Band is still kicking off another song. And if this bar could stay open, I'm sure they'd play it all night long. Oh, but it's closing time at the honky tonk. Got time for just one more. Party is almost over, so start heading towards the door. Yes, you had a few drinks, had a few dances. What more could you want? There's no more show, it's time to go. We're shutting down the honky tonk. It's the Dwayne Marks song. Well, the lights have all come. The stools have been put up. Cocktail waitress makes her rounds, stacking up the plastic cups. And
and everybody's outside smoking, feeling way past alright, saying I'll be damned if I'm working tomorrow, but I'm coming back tomorrow night. Oh yeah, it's closing time at the honky tonk. You got time for just one more. The party is almost over. Start heading towards the door. Yes, you had a few drinks, had a few dances. What more could you want? There's no more show. It's time to go. We're shutting down the honky tonk. I said there's no more show. It's time to go. Yeah, we're shutting down the honky tonk.
Yeah.
You water drinking son of a gun. You had no problem whistling. That was wonderful.
I love doing whistling and mouth trumpet, man. Sometimes when you can't afford the band, you gotta make it work somehow.
Hell yeah.
The trumpet's on my list to learn.
I was shredding this little guitar with you while you were playing, but I was muted so you couldn't hear it.
Oh, I've been playing along with you guys on every song with it on mute. It's been a blast. Hey, thanks for having me, guys. This has been super fun, man.
It
Yeah,
definitely has.
absolutely. We appreciate
what a
you coming
cool-
on
what a-
as a guest.
What a cool thing you guys have got going here. I mean, I really love it. It's real nice.
Do
Thanks,
us a favor, Gus. Can you see me down there? Do us a favor and make sure that when you tell people about it to like give out the Facebook or whatever, and all you online here, please share this with some friends. Joe and
Great job, Mark.
Joe and I had I told you I'm learning, dude. We're getting there. One of these days I'll be a pro at it.
You got the shameless part down. You just got to get the self-promotion down.
Joe and I had a long conversation at the end of the year trying to decide whether or not we wanted to keep going with this because it's a lot of work and I don't know. We have a lot of fun every time. It's only 3 or 4 times a year. I think it's worth it. You guys make it worth it. Thank you for hanging around and listening to us. Thank you guys for being our guests. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Joe, you got anything else for Brian?
What's that? Yeah.
You got anything else?
Well, I mean, not really. Other than just you mentioned that you got some new stuff you're working on.
Yeah.
Any ideas how long you'll be there in Arkansas or anything like that?
Well, that one, how long I'm in Arkansas, it could be a month, it could be 6. I don't know. That all depends on international politics, oddly enough.
Yeah.
So, strangely, as far as releases go, I've been planning to release stuff for the last 2 or 3 months. So I think next month is safe to say to start seeing some singles. I think I'm going to start with some covers that people have been asking me to make videos for a minute. And so I'm going to kind of prime the pump with that. And I've got some stuff that I've recorded that's ready to go that I'm going to look at releasing. And just kind of going month by month and getting back into it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's been great to hear you. And I'm looking forward to getting to know you and following your music more. For what it's worth, man, I really like the singles thing. I think it's a lot of fun to just work on one song at a time. Besides taking the pressure off us poor folks to try to figure out how to produce a damn album, it's nice to just focus on one song. So,
and with day to day with kids and all the other stuff, it's a bit more realistic to kind of do one at a time. And
yeah.
The algorithms love it too.
Well, speaking of one more song, man, I want to hear one more from you.
Yeah. So, I mean, Dwayne mentioned earlier that, starting in 2019, things got kind of wonky for them. And I would say I had that same experience 3 or 4 years ago. So a song about kind of the worst year of my life for good reasons. And, it's also one of my favorite songs to play. It's one of the few songs I've ever written at a show, kind of improvising, and it kind of grew from there. And so I actually wanted to dedicate this song to Angelo and to Heather, and This is Brothers. Say goodbye now from all the cheer. And it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, but you're not here. But in another age we fall like brothers from another time. We were 2 by 2 for each other in a mother's eyes. Say goodbye now from all the tears. No more pain, no more sorrow, mother dear. But in another age we fall like brothers from another time. We were 2 by 2 for each other in a mother's eyes. So when did our mothers start to die? When did we get old? Little boys playing in the streets with nowhere to go home. So when did our mothers start to die? When did we grow old? Little boys wandering the streets with nowhere to call home. But in another age we fall like brothers from another time. We were 2 by 2 for each other in a mother's eyes.
I love that sound, man. That is wonderful.
Thanks, guys.
It's been a hell of a year for a lot of us. Probably for most of us. Oh, hell. We already run over our time, so I'm going to wrap this up real quick here.
Thank you very much for having me,
Yeah.
Mark and Joe, and yeah, I really appreciate it.
Our pleasure. Thank Dwayne Mark for all the work he does to make this show happen. I just show up. I'm just here. He does it all.
We needed to have somebody pretty, Joe. That's what you were for.
Couldn't find anybody better than me.
Can't whistle, can't write a song, but he sure does look pretty. Oh, hell. Thank you guys again for joining us. I'll quit yapping and play you one more tune off that new stuff. I worry less about the rhyming and more about defining who I am. There are questions about my sincerity. It's who I am.
Who am I, you ask? I am just who I am. I'm a father, I'm a son, I'm a brother. I'm a boy who tried not to disappoint his mother. I'm the last to be first, but I've never really been last, unless you look at only faults from my past. I'm a sinner, I'm a slave, I'm a dreamer. I'm a man who finally realized dreams aren't redeemers. I'm a page from a story, it's a happy page. But there is little glory being at my age. Maybe it's just my timing. Can a passion be so blinding? That question, an honest confession. This is reality. It's who I am, who I am, who I am. Who am I, you ask? I am just who I am. I'm a father, I'm a son, I'm a brother. I'm a boy who tried not to disappoint his mother. I'm the last to be first, though I've never really been last. Unless you look at only faults from my past. I'm a sinner, I'm a slave, I'm a dreamer. I'm a man who finally realized dreams aren't redeemers. I'm a page from a story, it's a happy page. Though there is little glory being at my age. I'm a page from a story, it's a happy page. Though there is little glory being at my age. Worry less about the rhyming and more about defining. Thank you guys all for joining us. I've had a great time with you guys. I guess we lost Joe. Goodbye, Joe. Goodbye, Gus.
Goodbye, Joe.
Goodbye, Brian.
I don't know what happened. I disappeared.
Oh, there you are.
You're back.
I don't
There
know
you
where.
are.
I don't know what happened.
That was weird because you were still connected, but your screen was gone. You're smarter than all of us. You probably just put your Westport Saloon hat over top of it. That's all it was.
I think it's called blacking out.
You remember when Joe blacked out on episode 3 of?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, I felt like the hosts were looking down on me the entire time, so it's all one theme.
It's possible.
I look up to you.
We love you
Man,
guys.
this was a
Thank
lot
you
of
so
fun.
much for joining us here on Fifth Sunday Sing. Please make sure to tell some friends about it. And as we've had banners going down the whole time, if you want to give a couple dollars, it helps us pay for the web hosting and all that stuff. To date, we haven't made enough money to give anybody that has played any money, but maybe you can change that for us. Buy their merch. Check out their websites. We're here to promote each other. We're here to entertain you. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Hey,
This has
thank
been
you
the Fifth
guys.
Sunday
man.
Sing.
Later, guys. See you next time.
See you next time.